Welcome to my tarot card reading for March 2015. Remember, this is a reading related with the finances, the economy, political and social issues around the world for March 2015. And this is Manu Tarot. Let's start immediately with the reading. We have Karma, we have Elegua. And this is fascinating. Sorry. This is all about legal issues. This is about court system. The doors, presented by Elegua, are being opened, or getting opened, with the sole purpose to bring correction. There is a correction in the system. That's technically what the tarot card is saying. Sorry. Legal issues, court system, there's going to be all that stuff. And if we put a third card, which is Oshun, gold, which is the metal of Oshun, so things related with gold are going to be a big thing during March. We have to pay attention what is going on. But legal issues and Germany is the first thing that comes to my mind because of what is going on with Greece, the Brexit, if you're familiarized with that term. So this is going to activate the court system, and anything related with legal issues around the world, the court system taking decisions, all this kind of stuff is going to be the order of the day. I also wanted to mention something I totally forgot, but that's what we have so far. Gold, things related with legal issues, and court system. That could mean the United Nations, decisions, meetings, all this kind of stuff. I hope that you understand what I'm trying to say, okay? It's going to start making more sense later on, okay? Okay, we have the second part of the reading here, and we have the Five of Swords representing Urano, Aquarius. We have the High Priest representing Venus, Taurus, and the Moon. Taurus is related with income, anything related with money, anything that creates revenue, profits. And Venus, that is also related with money and balance, harmony. And the Moon, that is the unconscious, the subconscious, but also this desire of feeling safe and comfortable. And then we have Uranus, Aquarius, that is bringing a very different energy here. This is about revolution, evolution, progress, and quick sudden changes. What we're seeing is quick sudden changes, something abrupt, something that takes us by surprise regarding income. So we could say reforms, changes that are going to be brought to different countries in order to deal with the problem, let's put it like that, related with income, with money, employment. And we have to look at Greece again. This is the best example I can give you. Then this is what is going on with Greece. And during March 2015, we are going to see a lot of reforms, financial, economical reforms. They're going to be quick, sudden, abrupt. This is going to take by surprise probably many people. And reforms, I'm sorry. Then the other thing is that Uranus is related with protest, marches, riots, and all this kind of stuff. So we could see, again, more of this emerging during the month of March. And all this is because there is inequality. That's the best word I can use, due to inequality. And better than anyone, you should know that rich people are moving away and they're buying prime houses, prime locations in New Zealand and many other places. They're trying to escape because they're smelling riots because of the inequality. And and I'm very inclined that this is what the Tartars are talking. There's going to be major reforms, financially and economically. People are asking for it, and it's going to start happening during the month of March, and we have to pay attention to Greece, because Greece is the one that is going to open the box, Pandora box, okay? And it's going to lead the way. So we have to pay closer attention to all this stuff. Reforms, changes. We have here karma and elegua. Elegua is going to open the doors. It's going to allow all these changes to sink in, to walk in. Karma, we're going to start reaping what we have sowed. That's what the tarot cards are saying. Okay, here we have the third part of the reading. Then we have the Nine of Swords, the Five of Staff, and Santa Barbara, the Tower. Notice that the Nine of Swords is upside down, and in an upright position, it portrays a woman that is praying for the sword not to come and kill her, technically speaking. So she was able to stop. But here we're talking about kicking the can down the road. Now we're not kicking the can anymore, and she's looking into the hand. The hand, we use the hands for arts and crafts, to do a lot of things. For everything we use our hands, but this time it's upside down. So this kicking can of this mediocre economy and job situation is going to stop during the month of March. The kick the can and pretend that everything is fine is going to stop during the month of March. Technically speaking, that's what the tarot cards are saying. And we have here Saint Barbara, that it is walking away from all this mess. But walking away from all this mess means that at the same time you walk away from that mess, sorry, but that means implies that there's going to be another mess, because things are going to collapse. That's technically what the tarot cards are saying here for March 2015. So what we can see is the karma, the doors are being open and letting the whole system to get corrected. So we're talking about a system that is going to be corrected during the month of March. How strong is going to be that correction? We have to pay attention, but that's what it says. It seems it could be that Greece decides to correct itself, and it's going to create a domino effect. How long it's going to affect us, I don't know, but it all is going to start during the month of March. Okay, we have now the rest of the reading, the bulk, and this is the first week of March. And for the first week of March, we have the King of Swords, and the King of Swords represents, for me, Gemini. This is all about versatility. This is about options. It seems like the month of March, the first week, there are options that have to be taken. I mean, that are going to be offered. And not only that, many countries are going to be presented with several options. We have to think of Greece, for example. It's all about options, versatility. By the second week of March, what we have is the creation of new projects, new laws, whatever it is, but new projects. By the third week, sorry, we have decisions that have been taken. There is going to be nations, countries, towns, whatever it is, that are going to jump into the wagon, and regardless of whatever it is the outcome, they jump into the wagon and they make a decision. And by the last week of March, what we have is the 10 of staff, and the 10 of staff is all about a burden, a load, and this is more obvious than nothing. This is talking about debt. So the debt is going to be a huge topic. Is going to again surface, is going to be exposed, is going to be put out in the light, whatever way you want it to describe it, but it's all about debt. Okay, now let's look at this from a vertical and horizontal perspective, vertical and horizontal lines. So when we put this together, we have a very interesting perspective. What we have here is the King of Swords in a vertical position with the Fool. So it's letting us know that there are options, but an option is going to be taken in such a way that the person really doesn't care of what is the outcome. But when we put together the King of Swords right next to the Tower, is letting us know that it doesn't matter which way you go, left or right, the end result is going to be a collapse, a deterioration, something that is going to fall apart. Okay, so it doesn't matter the options, that's what is going to happen. And the decision that is going to be taken is going to weaken more the system. So the question is, are we talking about a system, the system finally gets corrected and an economic financial chaos ensues? Could be. But does it start in March? Could be. The thing is that the mechanics of a correction is going to start in March 2015. That's what the tarot cards are saying, okay? We have here what I call the trilogy, and the trilogy has the 10 of staff, the Pope or the Hierophant, and the 9 of Cups. This is very interesting because this that represents the debt, it could be Greece debt, it could be Spain, it could be United States debt, it could be any country's debt, even Japan. The thing is that this is letting us know that nations are going to break free from an entity, a state, a country, organization, whatever it is, due to its debt. This has major implications. Does that mean that Greece is going to walk away from the European Union? Highly probable, the way that the cards are put here. Does that mean that Russia is gonna dump the dollar? Highly probable, because that's the implication that this card is showing here. Is when you break up with something that before you held in high esteem, something that you admire, something that you depended upon for your problems and situation, but now you feel like you can do it on your own and you can deal with it on your own. So you can break up and deal with your own ways of dealing with this problem that is a burden and a load for you. But the thing is that this dynamic is going to create a blockade, let's put it like that. That could mean sanctions are going to be enacted, or protectionism. Laws that are going to protect countries. So we're going to start seeing a very interesting dynamic here during March 2015. We have to pay close attention what is going on in Greece, what is going to happen, and how everything is going to manifest. But independently of the decision that is going to be taken, the tarot cards are saying that eventually things are going to get out of hand, it's going to collapse, it doesn't matter what it is, okay? Before I forget, I didn't make the horizontal line, and the horizontal line, what is talking about new projects related with debt. New projects related with debt. and new projects related with debt. And then the vertical line, when we put them together, is letting us know that there are options that are going to be presented nations of how to deal with the debt, with the problem, with the burden, whatever is the burden. There are going to be options, and there might be a liberation, meaning walking away from the debt, however it is going to be manifested, or simply accepting more restrictions. Okay, accepting more restrictions. I'll learn to be happy with those restrictions that at the end is going to bring the collapse. Okay, that's what I have for you for March 2015. And if you are into finances and economy, I really would like to listen to read your comments, because I really like that also. I follow what is going around the world from a financial and economic perspective.